Alright, and this lets us put stuff in. Alright, now, the name of this, this was input, right? Yeah. Alright, and this lets us put stuff in, input, and remember, class, class, class. This is just the type. So whenever you put input, you have to put its type. So if you were shopping at Best Buy, hold up, what do you think? Okay, I came up with a good analogy. All right, for input, so input, scanner. So all this is like library books. Input is a specific library book, specific library book, specific library book, but it's in the nonfiction section. So nonfiction, nonfiction, nonfiction. In order for you to tell the computer that we're going to use input, you have to tell it nonfiction. You can't just say go straight and get me the book input. That's never going to work. You have to say nonfiction input book, nonfiction input book, nonfiction input book. All right. So just think of it like that. All right, and bam. All right, nonfiction input equals. We're going to put in the new device in the back trunk, and it's going to be a scanner, and the scanner is going to scan stuff, and this is just going to let us system input. Um, this is literally Java's like a big old library, and you got to be like mad specific. Like you cannot just walk in the library and be like, I want book title X. Like there's like a whole bunch of variations of the book title X and all that, and you have to be like very specific. And all this extra stuff is basically just like telling like the librarian what specific book you want. All right. So in the system folder, all the stuff lets us put stuff out on the screen, and the actual thing that puts it out on the screen, the actual technology that puts it out on the screen, input first number, and everything in quotation marks is gonna appear on the screen. Quotation marks appear on the screen like text. Quotation marks appear on the screen like text. Quotation mark appear on the screen like text. Oh, hold up, real quick. Oh, this wasn't ready. Okay. Okay. Hold up real quick. Okay. This is the same exact thing as the last time. Okay. So, input first number. Bam. Input first. Hold up. Input first. Oh, crap. Come on, yo. Alright. Input first number. Bam. Input first number. Bam. Input first number. Bam. And this is. Now, here's where integer comes. Integer is like a book type, book type, book type. And remember, integer is, oops, accidentally clicking. Integer is like the PS3 or PS4, whatever I said it was. Integer is like 2 billion keywords. So integer lets us put in a really big number, really big number, really big number. So integer. So name, 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 and the type is integer. Name, name, name. You're gonna let us. We're gonna call it number one, number one, number one, and we're gonna be able to put in 2 billion characters. Okay. And remember, this is a big old library, and you just like need every single part. When we get through this, it's going to be like the first one. It's going to be a lot easier to understand once like you see it all together. And input lets us actually put stuff on the screen, and next integer lets us actually write the types of numbers. So basically, in other programs, you just have to put the name, 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 and we want the technology that lets us write stuff in. The technology that lets us write stuff in. The technology that writes stuff in. I'm gonna name it, name it, name it, and give me the technology that lets me do this. Give me the technology that lets me do this. Give me the technology that lets me do this. But in Java, you have to be extra specific. When you put the name, be like, all right, here's the name, but also I want it also to be able to put a big old number, big old number, big old number. And here's the technology that lets me type it in, but as I type it in, I want you to let me be able to put in like numbers up to 2 billion, numbers up to 2 billion, numbers up to 2 billion. So, naming what it could do, allow me to put a number, and allow me to put a number. Allow. Ooh, I don't think I pointed right.